Hello, dear viewers. Namaskar. Welcome to MOKSHA Media. You are with MOKSHA Hiremat. Veerashaivism is one of the religions evolved and established in Indian subcontinent of Asian continent. Of course, it has its own features and characteristics, but most of the Indians don't know some of the characteristics of Veerashaivism. Most of us think that it is also a kind of a caste. Of course, it is not a caste. Caste may be there in Veerashaivism, but Veerashaivism itself is not a caste. It rejects caste system. It focuses on work is worship. Of course, worship is work also. Both of them are very important in order to lead a life of happiness and peace. You neither reject work nor reject worship. When work and worship go hand in hand, then only you will reach some time, then only you will attain something in your life, then only you would have the peace of life. So, we can see this, how a person can go towards Veerashaivism in the strictest sense. Of course, wearing linga is a first phase of Veerashaivism, and after wearing linga, performing some of the things carry us towards perfection of Veerashaivism. So don't think that Veerashaivism and Lingaitism are different. They are not different. They are part and parcel of the evolved religion. I don't want to go into that matter. I've already told it in my book, Veerashaiva, an analytical study. Here I would like to concentrate on 101 sthalas. They are very important to attain perfection. If we follow these sthalas one by one, we can attain Aikya Sthala. Of course, Veerashaivism has six stages. That is Bhakta Sthala, Maheshwara Sthala, Prasaadasweekara, Pranalingi Sthala, Sharana Sthala and Aikya Sthala. Again, these sthalas are divided into so many things. Aikya Sthala is the last one. We have so many Sharanas, but none of them attained Aikya Sthala except one. Most of them stopped at Sharana Sthala. Even Allama Prabhu, who was the head and scholar in Anubhava Mantapa, was not attained Aikya Sthala. It is said to be only one person attained the Sthala, that was Ajaganna. Of course, he was from Lakkundi in the Gadag district in northern Karnataka of Karnataka and India. Of course, that Shaivism has its own differences with others. Of course, you don't or I don't want to go into the depth of that now. Of course, here I would like to concentrate on 101 sthalas, and out of that, here I would like to say something about Prasaadasweekara Sthala or Chaturvidha Saarayana Sthala. Of course, Prasaadasweekara Sthala is one in which a devotee of Shiva use sacred water, that is holy water. It is made holy by performing certain things. Water is also called udaka. One takes udaka, he washes with that udaka the feet of Guru, Linga or Jangama and other holy persons. He cleans feet of that Guru and he pours water on his feet, and that poured water collects into a plate, and then he performs a puja by smearing vibhuti on the feet of Guru or Jangama and Linga, and then he uses, that is Gandha, Kunkuma, Akshate, flowers and Akshate and Prasada, that is Naivedya. Then he washes it, makes a namaskara, then he put that water into his mouth, a pinch of water into his mouth, and he serves that water to others gathered there. Of course, here that collected water is remained, then it is poured into the house here and there. That is, such a water is called a holy water or sacred water. That sacred water becomes very important and it brings a positive energy into the house. Anyhow, he goes and like this, then he accepts, he takes that prasada into his mouth, and then he goes on and on performing like this. After that, he offers Naivedya to Guru, Linga or Jangama and other holy persons gathered there, and then after serving them the prasada, he takes prasada. Like this, it goes on and on in Veerashaivism. Of course, this taking the holy water or sacred water is very important, and that is called, that is Padodaka, and that is also called Prasaadasweekara Sthala. That is Chaturvidha Saarayana Sthala. After having this, then only he goes on and on to the next step. He has to perform steps one by one, and then only he goes to next step. That is what we see in this Sthala, and one should look at it with the sanctity, and it should be maintained cleanliness. It should bring a pure and clean water that should be made a sacred water. After making it a sacred water, then only he goes to use it for puja and other purposes. That is what we see in this Prasaadasweekara Sthala or Chaturvidha Saarayana Sthala. Of course, this is one of the sthalas out of 101 sthalas. So, in this episode, this much is enough, and we can see this in Siddhanta Shikamani composed by Shivacharya. Of course, this sthala is appeared in the 9th chapter of Siddhanta Shikamani. That Siddhanta Shikamani is one of the sacred books, is one of the holy books revered by Veerashaivas and others also. Of course, it is there in almost all languages. So anyhow, at this point, this much is enough, and the remaining things can be seen in the next episode. Subscribe and share, and see you in the next episode. Namaskar.